Okay, now, I know I said that in this first week of Thorgiween we had 6 movies. 3 good, 3 bad. I didn't say they were objectively good. I just said they were good to us. Which explains why today we're talking about Chopping Mall. This is one of those cheesy B horror films that I have heard about forever. Like, it's practically a punchline with how goofy it is. But I never got to see it. And this is that week in which we're like, all right, let's see all those things we've been meaning to see, we've been putting off. So we finally got to watch it. I gotta say, it lives up to the hype of stupidity.
Yes.
It lives up to how stupid it actually is. Like, this thing, So, what this is that it is a film about a mall. And this is made back in the 80s when malls were really taking off and they were the big, hot, new freshness. And this mall wants to install these high-tech security robots to just go around the shopping center at night. Just making sure that everybody who's there is supposed to be there. And if you're not supposed to be there, then they will tase you and tie you up.
Yeah.
They show this videotape at the beginning of it that's of one of the machines tying up and taking down a criminal who's breaking into the mall. And they're showing this to all the people at the mall who are like the...
like the staff?
The staff, yeah. Basically like all the big mucky mucks at the mall who would have to approve something like this. And this is the weirdest thing about this movie, is that every single person in that crowd has a personality. They have a unique look to them. They're all characters who you look at and go, oh, they're definitely standing out, and they definitely have a personality that they're showing off here, and that's the person who runs that place, and that's the person who runs that place, and that's the person who runs that place. We are definitely going to see every single one of them being chased down by the robots as this movie goes along. No, they're never seen again after this scene.
It's all the retail workers.
It's the retail workers who are just basically copy and pasted over and over again. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. Because we have to talk about this intro, because this intro is marvelous. This intro is great. This intro lets you know right off the bat, it knows what it is. Because it's got all these people in there, and there's this guy there who runs a restaurant in the mall. And it's a mall restaurant. So maybe, you know, when I was a kid in the 90s and I was going to the mall, maybe malls were different then. Maybe in the 80s they actually were like high-class falutin' tootin' places. Because this guy is acting like he's got this blazer on and a nice bow tie. He's going, maybe we could use some of these robots to take care of the riffraffs and the ruffians who we don't want to serve in our restaurant. And then they start talking about, well, we can't actually do something like that because there's all these legal problems with that. And then he looks to the lady next to him, and both of them just go, Pete, and both of them just go, like this eye roll and neck roll combined in one, just And I remember in that moment I turned to you, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see this guy get killed by the robots. Dude's never there for the rest of the film. And that guy's like a famous character actor too. Like, I recognized him and went, oh yeah, he's definitely been in other stuff. But there's actually a bunch of character actors in here. I'm blanking on all their names, but there was many times in this movie where someone would be there for like 5 minutes tops. And I go, oh, it's this guy from all these other movies.
Yeah, like the janitor.
The janitor in here, who literally last year was in like 3 movies we watched for Thorgiween, and every time he popped up, I forgot his name, but he's the like uncle in Gremlins. And he was also, I think he also played a janitor in Night of the Creeps. But yeah, he was in like 3 films that we watched last year for Thorgiween. He's just one of those guys who, if you're making a cheesy horror film set in the 80s, that guy is your go-to guy. You get him in your movie. I apologize for forgetting his name, but I'm too tired right now to look it up. We're recording this during Comic-Con, and I'm exhausted. Anywho, so this thing, it then goes up to the guy who's trying to sell this to everyone, and someone's asking about the safety of this, and goes, I assure you, 100%, that there is absolutely, positively nothing that can go wrong. Chopping Mall! Like, that is how it cuts to the opening credits. And as soon as that happened, I just went, this movie knows exactly what it is, and it's genius. That is, I can't be mad at however stupid this is going to get, because this movie knows what it is. And man, I gotta give like a little tip of the hat right there. That's pretty dope. But after that, like you said, the rest of this movie is, it's about a group of retail workers, and they're just gonna hang out and party in like.
Which is kind of weird. I never knew anyone who would ever hang out afterwards.
Why would you want to hang out where you work?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I've had to do inventory where I had to stay overnight. I had to do like packing stuff where I had to stay at the place overnight. And yeah, we try and make the best of it, but they're bringing in beer and pizza and watching movies and just having sex in the furniture department. I mean, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that was something they did in the 80s because, like you said,
maybe,
shopping malls were the big thing.
Maybe, I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
I guess, all right. I mean,
it's still weird to us.
It is still very odd because, yeah, we grew up in the generation where you don't romanticize malls. Malls are where you have to go to work and have your soul be destroyed. That's what they are.
Yeah, unless you were a kid, then you go to the malls and just hang out after school.
And be bored, yeah. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know. Like, yeah, as soon as the arcade went away at my mall, I had no reason to go there anymore. Fuck that place. This place is just one giant J.C. Penney's and Sears. That's all this is now. So, man, the weird thing is, kids who are like 10 years younger than us, 10, 20 years younger than us, they still, like, to them, the malls that we had are still like magical fantasy lands. Because, yeah, like, our malls had like a pretty good run for about 10 years, and then as soon as we got to those 2000s, they're like, why on earth are you at a mall?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you still here?
Yeah, you can go shopping online. You don't have to leave your home at all.
Yeah. So, anyway, as I was saying, basically what happens is that it's a set of 4 guys and 4 girls, and they're each hooking up in the furniture department that night, and they're just having a party, and they're watching movies and ordering food and getting beer and everything. And the cast of characters we have to follow from that point forward, there's the nerdy guy, and there's she's not nerdy, but she's not as tall and blonde as the others.
She's the not as popular girl.
Yeah. She's the one whose perm isn't as good as everyone else's in the 80s. Because she's, like, you can look at the guy and go, okay, you're the nerd, that's your thing. But you look at her and it's like, well, you're not a nerd, but you're not a ditz like all the other female characters in here, I guess.
To me, she was more like a rookie because, like,
The rookie? Okay.
Yeah, like,
I'll take it, yeah.
She was a waitress at her job, but, like, she's still new at it,
Yeah,
so.
she's the new one. Okay, so that makes sense. But they're the 2 kind of main ones we're following. Mm-hmm. The other 3 guys and the other 3 girls, you could copy and paste them just over and over and over again. One of the girls is a brunette and the other 2 are blonde, and I still kept going, which one are you again? Like, we're looking at the brunette one every night, like, oh my god, I forgot there was a brunette in this film. Okay. The 2 other blonde ones in here, oh my god, I seriously didn't even know that they were different people until one of them dies, and I was like, wait, but she's still, oh, they were multiple people. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're unimportant completely in terms of personality when it comes to this film. All you need to know is the new girl, the nerd. That's it, they're the main ones. And as we said, it's pretty obvious what happens. The machines start going nuts.
Yeah, like there's an antenna on the top of the building.
I forgot about this. This thing, it starts in that opening when the employees, when the owners of the stores are going, well, what about this? What about this? They goes, no, the guy who's selling to him is basically going, well, no, this couldn't possibly happen because that couldn't happen because there's an antenna on the top of the building.
It's like there's an antenna on top of the building where we can call 911 in case of an emergency or something
and
like that.
as soon as that happened, I went, lightning's going to strike it. And yeah, sure enough. Yeah, this movie, the beginning of this film, not only is it setting up the premise of it, they're also telling you beat for beat everything that is going to go wrong in this film as it is going to happen by telling you that could not possibly happen. So yeah, again, I kind of love the beginning of this film. The beginning of this film is awesome for how just in your face with like, yeah, we know what this is. We know that you know what this is. And we know that you know that we know you know what this is. Yeah, I think the opening of this film is great. But yeah, the machines start going nuts. They start killing people off. And yeah. I remember the first people from our group that we're following to die. It's one of the guys who goes out there and a blonde girl who goes after him. And she was ready to get it on. She was just in her underwear and like a nightie that's like half unbuttoned. And her boyfriend dies, and then the machine starts chasing her, and she's, no, no, like the most stereotypical horror movie run you've ever seen. Just no! And then the machine shoots a laser beam out at her and blows her head up. Like the dude from Scanner style blow the head up. We had seen them killing the people off. We hadn't seen anything like this up until this point.
It's like, yeah.
Oh
like,
man, you want to talk about a scene that just makes you stand and go, oh, I'm paying attention. I'm invested. Okay, all right.
Like, and the laser effects are so garbage, but
garbage.
It works for how cheesy this movie is.
It's one of those perfect crap films where you don't know if they fell ass backwards into being this stupid or if they knew the perfect level of stupid to be acceptable. Like, you want to talk about a film that's so bad it's good? This is a great example of that. And it's almost impossible to make a film like that on purpose, but the special effects are so awful in this film. That's like, I don't know how you could have looked at that and thought it was good. But maybe you did think it was good, but then again, the opening implies you know what type of film this is. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know if this film is really smart or really stupid.
But like, what cracks me up is like, the robots are shooting all these lasers, and some of them hit, but a lot of them really miss.
Yeah, their aim is terrible. Yeah, they are Star Wars troopers, is what they are. But yeah, her head, it blows up like the guy in Scares, like just big meat thing explode. So now we're down to 3 guys, 3 girls, and the rest of this is them trying to run away. And they try to give the brunette like some personality because she's apparently like good with tools.
Yes, like she's a mechanic, I think.
Something like that.
She's able to fix cars.
Something like, yeah, she's got some kind of like, she knows something about machines. So she's at least stands out a little bit in there. But the other blonde one, they're crawling through the air ducts in here to try and get away while the guys are trying to distract them. And the other blonde one in here, she goes, no, he needs me! He needs me! They told us to come in, to stay.
You had to hide in the vents.
They told us to hide to use the vents to get away, to hide in the vents. No, he needs me! Like, no one's telling her to go back. No one, they're not hearing any sounds that makes them think they're in trouble. She goes, no, he needs me! And then she decides to just turn around and go, they're instantly dead. So yeah, she dies, her boyfriend then dies. And again, it's just the sound effects are so goofy, and these machines, like when you see them like trying to attack the machines, it looks like someone trying to like beat up a trash can.
Yeah.
It looks like someone just running up to an R2-D2 prop at like a convention and just beating the crap out of it. And then, no, run away from it. It is just the best overacting. It is the best level of, we know this is not a thing, but we have to pretend like it is. That's what this is. I mean, there's like great moments where, yes, we got it, and by got it, they like tipped it over.
Yeah.
And then dun 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 dun.
Oh, it can tilt itself back up with its hands.
Da, da, da,
its arms.
Da, da. Yeah,
its
like
robot arms.
This trash can is, oh no, we finally beat it. And then no, the trash can 90 degrees right itself? No. Oh my God, they're advancing. It is so non-threatening. It's like, it looks like Daleks on a budget is what it looks like. And considering the dogs were made on a budget to begin with, that's saying something. But yeah, there's so many moments in here that you can't describe it. You can't sum it up for people. You have to just see it. Like, there's this one moment in which one of the characters dies, and then her boyfriend looks at that and goes, no, whatever your name was, no. And then he runs over to like a security go-kart. It looks like one of the luggage carts that they have at the airport.
Yeah.
And he just runs over to it, hops on it, and it looks like a grown-ass man trying to get into one of those kids' driving cars.
Yes.
Like those little tiny dinky cars. Have you ever seen a grown man try and sit in one of those? It's not like he's huge or anything, but so, like, there's no badass way to jump into a luggage car. And he's trying to do it like, no, run over there and get it like, get the leg in. Okay, get in this thing. And then he like just drives it 5 feet over the thing. This is all one shot. They're not cutting between any of this to try and make it look cool or anything. They're not cutting out the really stupid parts of this. This is all one shot of just little garbage can monster here, not doing anything. The guy in the background looking at the garbage can monster. No! Smashes into it all just like one take. It is so gloriously stupid. And again, I'm just trying to describe this as silly as I possibly can, and it doesn't do it justice.
Here's the thing, it's like, the nerdy guy, he's the one who's like, oh, we have to go to the control center, which is on the top of the building.
I don't even remember what they were trying to do. I just remember them all dying.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, so we had to like get past all these robots, go there and like shut the whole place down or whatever.
Yeah, he's like trying to go with a plan that involves all the machines or anything, but eventually gets to a point in which it's just like the one last girl still alive in there. And this movie, it just goes so over the top with what it wanted to do. It was just, it's like Dawn of the Dead, except with Dawn of the Dead, they actually thought of what you could do in a mall. Here, they're just like, I don't know, what's in a mall? We'll use that. Because they like go to a pet store just so that she can hide underneath a counter and a robot just rams into like, it looks like it's drunk. Like, it looks like it's just drunk. Bam.
Like
highly sophisticated machine that is designed to patrol around the mall. The moment it gets inside one of the stores, instantly starts slamming into the cases.
Well, it is malfunctioning.
Fair.
Yeah, but it's like it just knocks over like a tank full of tarantulas and snakes, and they just start crawling all over.
I gotta give it to that actress. Those were actual tarantulas and snakes that they had crawling all over her. And yeah, I know they're trained animals, but still, like, she just held it together, and I gotta give her credit on that. But yeah, it was so clearly they were just like, oh shit, we still got like a couple minutes. Because this thing's only like 80 minutes long. Like, it is barely long enough to classify as a feature-length film. So you can tell there were scenes that they put in here at the end that they were just like, I don't know what to do. Like, mall, we're in a mall. Can we get a bug guy in here by the end of the day? We can? Great, shoot in the pet department.
And of course, there's the good old-fashioned hardware store.
Oh, the hardware store, yeah.
Gotta do the hardware store.
Which, again, them just trying to find a way to fight back against these machines, it makes them all seem so incompetent. Mm-hmm. But it also makes the robots seem incompetent. So this is two incompetent forces going at each other with everybody acting like it's the biggest thing in the world. Which that's the key to making a so bad it's good film. Have everything be bad, but have everyone act like it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Have everyone put everything they got in this, and I gotta give it to everybody there. They were giving it their all in this film. Nobody showed up to this thing for a paycheck. That is the best thing I can say about this film. This is a dumb, bad movie. But everybody treated it like, this is my big break. This is the one shot I got. And you know what, man? Kudos to all you actors who never worked in anything again. You tried your hardest.
There's only one issue I have with this movie.
For it.
It's called Chopping Mall, but there wasn't really much chopping going on.
This isn't, we do have to say, this was a movie that you can tell it was sold on the title alone. Like, somebody just went, malls are popular. Malls.
Shopping
malls.
Yeah.
There's like a big whiteboard at the studio where they just had all the alternate names to this thing. No, shopping mall, M-A-U-L. No. So yeah, I really like this film. I think that if you want a movie that's just really stupid fun, this one lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
You gotta be in the right mood for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, this is not a good film, but it's an enjoyable film. Mm-hmm. It is an enjoyable film. You gotta be with the right crowd. You gotta be in the right mood for this thing. But it's streaming on Amazon Prime. If you know that you and your friends like stupid, bad films, this is great for that. This is awesome for that. So yeah, Chopping Mall, check that thing out. So we only got one more day in the first week of Thorgiween, and it's going back to bad. But it is a bad film we've been meaning to talk about for a while. It's weird. It's so weird. The bad film we're going to talk about tomorrow is not as bad as the good film we just talked about today. This is a weird, like, Rubik's Cube of reviews that we're doing right now. But make sure that you come back for that, everyone, and happy Halloween.
Bye.